All right, so now we have understood different kind of events, and these are the two important events which we want to talk about. Is one is called independent events. I'll go with the definition. I'll give you some examples for that, right? And I want you to understand these events because they play a very major role in several components, right? When we talk about different conditions and different aspects of probability, they play a lot, like I would say, a very important role, and this is called as independent events. What are those independent events, right? So I'll just read out the definition. Several events are said to be independent if the happening of an event is not affected by the happening of one or more events, or I can say one or other events. Now, what does that mean is, for example, if I say, right, just think about a class, right, and then I just wanted to know, like, if somebody's secured first position or first rank in the class, right, if somebody, so only this will happen for sure, right, which means that if there is an exam, there will be one guy who is a topper, right, that's for sure. So it's a exhaustive event, this will happen for sure. Is it mutually exclusive? Yes, it is mutually exclusive, which means that if student A become topper, the other student cannot. This is also mutually exclusive events. But is it affecting the other, right? For example, other students, like, so for example, if a student get 100 marks or say 70 marks in a particular exam, it will not affect the a different student, right? For example, a student A got 70 marks in a mathematics paper, then it will not affect the marks of other guy, right? These are the two events which are happening simultaneously, but they are independent of each other. Marks of one student will not impact the marks of other guy, right? Now, in our example of the seeds, when two seeds are sown in a pot, one seed germinates, it would not affect the germination or non-germination of the second seed, or one event does not affect the other event, right? That's very important for you to understand. Now, just think about this, right? For example, if I am selecting, and this process is being used in taking samples most of the time. So first thing is that if say for example, if I'm choosing random people on in a city, right, and once I take their scores or their feedback and then I let them go, right, and I'm choosing 10,000 people in a city, right, most probably if I'm taking another sample, that person which I've selected again, right, right, which I have taken, like, the recorded the interview first, and the person may come again in my another sample and may give me the recording or something, right? So it will not affect the impact of one feedback into, feedback of one process into another. It will not impact, right? So say, just think about this, right? For example, um if I see someday either rain is happening or it is not happening, right, right, so I have two events which are mutually exclusive. Either it will rain or it will not rain, right? These are mutually exclusive events, but are they independent of each other? No, they are dependent. Somehow they are dependent, because if the rain is happening, the other event which rain is not happening, it will not happen, right? It may look obvious, but just think about it. If train is coming with 1 minute delay, right, the other train, right, has got no impact on, like, how much delay the first train was, right? So these are two independent events, right? And it is very much like very much visible in my example of the seeds over here, right? If the one seed germinates, the other may or may not germinate. It has got nothing to do with the first seed, right? So that's something which is called as independent events. Now, dependent events are something which are different, right? So if the happening of one event is affected by the happening of one or more events, then these events are called dependent events, right? For example, if I say, now just think about this, right? For example, if I say, what is the probability of me picking up the diamond, like the queen of diamond from the pack of 52 cards? The probability is 1 by 52, right? Because we have 52 cards, 1 by 52, right? However, if I just keep that card aside, right, say whatever card I have picked up, right, I keep that card aside. So let me just write this down. Okay, so say we have a deck of 52 cards, and I wanted to pick up the diamond queen, right? What is the probability? The diamond queen is 1, so I'll say the probability of me selecting diamond queen would be 1 by 52, right? Now in order to perform this experiment, I have picked up one card, right, and this comes out to be the diamond, say diamond 3. Okay, now once I picked up this card and I kept it aside, now I'm left with only 51 cards. Okay, so now if I'm left with only 51 cards, if I just wanted to calculate the probability of diamond queen once again, I will have the probability as 1 by 51, which is changed, right? So this probability is changed. This is not, so if doing this diamond, like picking up this random card from the deck, is it impacting my event of picking up diamond queen? Yes, it actually changed the probability. So if it changed the probability of me picking up this diamond queen, then it is called as dependent event. However, right, if I talk about the germination of the seed, probability of say germination of seed is say I have seeds like 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Whether this will germinate or not, probability of germination of the seed is say 0.6. For this is 0.6, 0.6, 0.6 and 0.6, right? Say this is the probability of germinating the seed, right? Say this seed germinated, right? And this seed didn't, this seed did not, this seed did not. And what is the probability if this second seed germinated, whether the probability of germinating this seed is reduced or not? It is not, right? It is still 0.6. So probability did not change whether this seed germinated or not, or this seed germinated or not. It remains the same, right? So this is called independent events, right? Independent events. So the thing is, right, dependent and independent events play a very important role in picking up the samples, right? We'll be talking about those things and we'll understand what these things are, and we'll also do some kind of practical with this data. So stay tuned with me. We'll understand some more awesome logic of probabilities. I'll see you soon.